morning, good morning, good morning. Y'all know what time it is. It's time to get this thing going. Today, Saturday, 7th. I'm sure it's somebody's birthday, some special day for somebody somewhere. Every day is special. We have an opportunity each day to spend our time doing something worthwhile. That statement, that phrase alone implies that you spend your time doing something that has value. And of course, I always talk about in life, it's about transferring value, transferring the amount of energy, power, and value to other people. Because what else can we do in life, really? But really, purposefully. Our purpose is somehow to give value to other people. And that's what it really is. It's about, again, one of the simple foundations that I try to teach is the ability to be able to transfer value so that you can create a life and have a life of your own. The reason why is because it's a basic, to me, survival skill necessary. I always start off with the foundation. It's good to have a job. Again, I know that all kind of, sales organizations, multi-level marketing, network marketing. What we do is we try to put jobs down for just for the pro. Okay, you get paid just enough. It's not quitting. You're gonna work just hard enough not to get fired. All of that, we've all heard that before. But a job is an opportunity. If you got your foot in the door, I talked to a young lady. She's in med school, and she got invited to a weekend at Goldman Sachs. Okay, they're always looking for sharp people, the best of the best. She was one of them. And so she was literally at Goldman Sachs, and she had a business idea, a business plan she was writing, putting together to come on the custom line of scrubs. Now, again, I don't tell anybody his name because I don't want nobody saying, he's telling my business. But I do refer to these people because these are part of the people who are making themselves worthwhile. Now, would a job at Goldman Sachs, would that be worthwhile? Yeah, because that would be a goal. So if you in med school and get an internship at Cedars-Sinai Hospital, to train under some of the best physicians. Yeah, of course. So you can't poo-poo a job unless you got a poo-poo job. There's some poo-poo jobs out there. That's not gonna lead you anywhere. You're not going to advance. You're not going to advance your career. And so obviously we know that there is a difference. But even a job that pays you an income, that pays you a living wage, that's an opportunity as well that you can turn into. You can use it. Put your nose to the grindstone, as my father used to say. And you can turn it into, you can use that opportunity, because now you can pay your bills. Go to work. I have a 9-to-5 job. Okay, it's 9 to 5. After 5 o'clock, it's like, what does that do? Seriously, it's like 5 o'clock, it's like, what you still here for? I just had 2 days off for the 4th of July holiday. I got paid. I'm not gonna lose any pay. I took 3 whole days off to go to a convention. Sales convention, company convention. Still got paid. My check wasn't short. I got paid. So I had an opportunity to go to a convention, get more training, get more learning, make a decision to advance myself, build my business while getting paid for this job. Didn't miss a day, $1 of money. My check not gonna dip 1 penny. Wow, 3 days in Atlanta, Georgia. Okay. So I don't I don't poo-poo on jobs. Matter of fact, the whole thing is like I'm trying to teach you a system of making more money part-time than you do on your full-time job. Okay? That's the foundational principle. That's the way you recruit people. And then you show people that. You gotta show people, yeah, you can get out here and make good money. You can and build a business at the same time. You gotta do the financial foundational principles to people. And you can do it. And you're gonna work hard just like anyone else successful. Show me someone successful, I'll show you someone who worked hard. There it is. Now, back to today's topic, transferring value. I made a commitment, made a decision that I was going to study and learn and make myself an expert in the area of annuities, so I can transfer value there, because I want to be able to sit across the kitchen table and I want to be able to train my recruits, my downline, on how to really transfer true value, transfer and understand and convey value to people, something that they can't get elsewhere. No one else is going to bring it. I tell the story now. A friend of mine, he sold custom-made men's dress shirts. And of course, he can customize it for women too, but mostly, custom-made men's dress shirts. I mean, they were very expensive, especially at that time, late 80s. $200 shirts. That when you can buy a dress shirt, $60. But you couldn't get these shirts anywhere else. And again, they were custom tailored. And they looked like it. When you put one, they had a signature look that's such that when you wore them, you knew that was one of Jamal's shirts. Okay. You knew. And there was no denying when you saw someone. And eventually, I never forget watching the news one night. Every single newscaster had on one of his shirts. Everyone. Every male newscaster, one evening, all 3 channels had on his shirt. And I said, that is proof of another principle. People won't have it unless you sell it. If you're not out there selling to provide, people just not gonna have it. And that brings me to the annuities. People are not gonna get an annuity unless you sell it to them. It's not gonna happen. They're not gonna know enough. That's an area, that's a field where people don't know enough to be able to pick up the phone and say, I'm gonna do this myself. Okay? It is ill-advised to pick up the phone. So go online, I'm gonna do my own annuity. That's ill-advised, because people don't know what they don't know. And it's not something that a person over the phone, okay? I mean, I'm sure there are different systems. Like, I would love to have a system where you can call me. You go to my website. That's different. So obviously, there's an exception. That exception to that rule is that when you find, is that if the person goes online to find an advisor, an expert, well, that's the whole point, isn't it? But to say, I don't need anyone else, I don't need an expert, I don't need an advisor to get annuity, no. Annuities provide something nothing else does. There's no other product that does this, period. That is that provide lifetime income, guaranteed. It guarantees your principal. You never lose money. You never open up a statement and have a down year. It'll guarantee your rate of return. You'll always earn money. Okay? Guaranteed protection. Something happens, hey, your beneficiaries will get the benefit. Okay? And last but not least, guaranteed income for life. That last part is the most important part of annuity, because all of us at some point are going to get to an age, and that's where planning is at. Planning is what's called retirement planning. where we can't work anybody's job 8 hours a day. I'm talking about anybody, nothing. We can't, here, we need you to sit down right here and count the number of people coming into the building for 8 hours. Okay, we're gonna get to an age where that's not gonna be possible. You know, I don't care, I mean, people got oxygen tanks, colostomy bags, you know, no, but you can't work. You need to be working on your health anyway, working on living life. So it's about providing planning for that day, which all of us will face if we just keep living, where we can't work anybody's job. That's what an annuity provides, guaranteed. Okay. It also provides a means when we talk about leaving inheritance to your children's children. That's an annuity. That's called legacy. That's an annuity. You know, you have an owner of a contract. You have a beneficiary of a contract, and you have an annuity. Okay, and you can literally set it up to where a person can be putting money into an annuity monthly. It's going to get a guaranteed interest rate, guaranteed protection, guaranteed to never lose any money. And it can be set up to where the owner of the contract makes himself the annuitant, and then makes a child or grandchild a contingent annuitant. Okay, with a will in place, and the grandchild's parent, you know, your child, be the beneficiary. What does that do? Well, that ensures that if the grandparent lives to see the grandchild grow to say age 21, okay, you can say that's the annuity start date, and you want the grandchild to be the annuity. And you can transfer though, because you're the owner of the contract, owner of the annuity, can change who the annuity is from himself to the grandchild, and then annuitize it, and now the grandchild gets money for life. But okay, that's in the Bible, that's in the life of the grandparent. What the grandparent can also do with this situation is, when the grandparent passes away, okay, the child, the parent, is the beneficiary, and then the beneficiary is made the new owner of the contract, okay, upon the death of the parent, I mean the grandparent. Grandparent dies, the parent now becomes the owner of the contract and the beneficiary of all the funds. All the funds, and there's a will in place that directs what's going to happen. What's going to happen is that the will says that the parent shall put the money into a trust, which was set up by the will for the grandchild. The money is annuitized, and the grandchild now gets income for life, for the life of the grandchild. See, that's called retirement planning. That's called estate planning with an annuity. I hope I didn't miss too many of y'all, but that's why you got to come to the class. But the bottom line is, if you understand that a grandparent can leave lifetime income to a grandchild, a grandparent can leave lifetime income to a grandchild, okay, with me, because of the company I'm with, we have the financial products to do exactly what I just explained, to set up the will. In the will, a trust be set up, and all of this be affordable. There's life insurance, okay? This is retirement planning and estate planning, very simple, okay? And this can be done at any income. That's the other part of my brand. I can provide you financial independence at any income level. You make it $8.50 an hour. I can provide you financial independence for a person working as a security guard, making $8.50 an hour. Look at me. Yes, I can do that. Okay? That's my brand. That's what I do. And I wouldn't waste my time if I could, because I wanted to distinguish myself. Okay? Because the field I'm in is not new. The market I'm going into, it is new. because people haven't gone into middle America with these financial policies. No, they don't. You're not going to get it on your job. And let me say this, retirement plan on your job is like life insurance on your job. It's the same difference. Okay? If you having cookie cutter retirement plan, basic setup, devise, employer, devise retirement plan, stems from this basic financial premise. The purpose is to give the employer tax breaks. That's the that's the intended number one purpose of employee retirement plans when you work in corporate America. Is that the company, the company wants to be able to attract top talent. Not with the top talent is not recruited by basic cookie cutter retirement plans. You can't hire, top talent, top executives, CEOs, executive VP. You can't attract people because the competition at that level is just different. I'm talking about regular, on the line, working people at Continental Tire, at Nissan. That retirement plan, working for the state of Mississippi, that retirement plan is a basic, one size fits all for everybody in the whole entire company retirement plan. That alone lets you know what it is that you have. Company or the state has 20,000 employees, and you got the same plan as 20,000 other people. Think about it. Slow down. You got the same retirement plan as 100,000 other people. And if it's the same, you spread across the nation, you got the exact same retirement plan as 100 million other people. That's your retirement plan. It's the same as, which is good. Why? Because it's the same thing. Like I said, it's a foundation that you have a job. Okay? And that is a good thing to have a job. It is a good thing to have one of these retirement plans. Just understand this. That means your retirement gonna look like what? What's your retirement gonna look like when you got the exact same retirement plan as 100 million other people? It's gonna look exactly the same. That's what it's gonna look like everybody else's. That's your retirement plan. Okay. So when you slow down and think about it and you go, well, wait a minute. What if I want something different? That's when you call me. Okay. That's what you call to enlighten me. Someone, you call my organization. Call someone in my downline who's been trained to understand this retirement plan. Okay. Provide you something in addition that allows you that everyone else goes and looks and goes, wait a minute. Okay, didn't he work with us for 30 years? Yep. So how are you doing that? How is he able to live that lifestyle? Because see, understand this. Let's say you turn 65. Okay? You got a guaranteed check coming in from Social Security. Okay? You got a guaranteed check coming in from state retirement. Look good. And you got a guaranteed check coming in from your annuity for life. Are you credit worthy? Can you go get the RV? The timeshare? You got 3 guaranteed checks that ain't gonna ever stop. Ain't nobody gotta ask you, how long you been on your job? Wow, that's not necessary. You got 3 guaranteed checks coming in for life. Well, except maybe not the state retirement. Oops, talk about that later. But 3 guaranteed checks coming in for life. And what you did one thing different from the other 100 million people, and that was you put another percentage of your income away into your own retirement plan. Separate retirement plan that you control. Look at you and control your own retirement. I mean, because we all know, certain people who retired prosperous, who retired fine, after 30 years of living a lifestyle the same way, they didn't need to change their lifestyle that much, but they did want to have a retirement. They didn't want to just, I'm on a fixed income, I can't afford that. They wanted to experience life and experience it more abundantly. And so they paid a little extra price. And of course, the fourth leg of retirement is you have a business. You have passive income, residual income, renewal income coming in. You put some principles in place over those 30 years. Because if it took you 30 years to get you 300 pieces of investment properties, 300 units, that brought you in another $30,000 to $60,000 a year, cash flow. And you got a groomed property management system over 30 years. That'd be worth it, wouldn't it? Because at 30 years, you could be an expert at anything. You can be an expert really in two. And if you really push, you can be expert in one. But when it comes to annuities, you got to understand that we have an option to provide people with guaranteed income, such as with a fixed index annuity, which allows a person to participate in the market's upswings, but never when it goes down, never lose money. There are caps. Those cap rates help the insurance company, the one guaranteeing the contract, to be able to provide millions of people with these guaranteed rates of return. Okay. And the company I'm with, of course, we're able to show illustration to people to show them, look, this is what your options are. You put in an initial down payment, lump sum, small amount to get the annuity started, and then make periodic monthly payments or premium payments into the annuity to reach your goal. And you can reach it because you got a guaranteed interest rate. There it is. People all the time talk about to take their money out. We've all heard that people. I did it. Blue a bad blue. Well, I don't know what to do with that. I took my retirement money and started a law practice. I retired. I didn't retire. I just left. Went to private practice law. Let my money stay in the retirement for about 5 years, then pulled it out. Went to private practice. Okay. All right, so that's gone now. Then I had health issues, and that's gone. 3 heart attacks, 2 strokes, 2 TIAs. All that money, that retirement money's gone. I'm alive. So money wasn't wasted. I'm still here. I don't have a pacemaker. So far, I would avoid that. Still got another doctor's appointment. So, hey, I'm out here exercising. Why? Because I'm trying to buy that insurance of health. And so when people spend that retirement money, they're starting over again from scratch, and that's the worst thing. All illustrations that I have show, starting now. You got to. Another thing that happens when you educate yourself to become an expert, you become more confident. Because the reality is, many times when we're in sales and we're nervous talking to people, because honestly, we know we're just not prepared. We're not prepared to give the information. We don't know that much about it. In other words, we're not confident in our knowledge level. Okay? And so learning and studying will overcome that natural fear. Okay? If you've never jumped out of an airplane before, you might need to do one of those buddy packs where the trained expert is strapped to your back when you jump out the plane. Rather than, you just gonna jump out on your own. Because of your confidence level. Once you've done it, it's like a little kid and you learn how to swim. But once you jump to the deep end, I got this. He's not scared of them. Same difference. So it's that kind of natural fear of not being prepared, and that's something that you overcome through studying. I mean, take the class, learn the nuances, because you need to be prepared to sit down with people and explain to them, And also, I'll tell you this, another reason why I saw that, and this is important, I tell people, is you got to know when to get up and walk away. I mean, when you really know what you're doing, you reach expert level or something. Yeah, and you're dealing with someone who you realize, they're not going to get it. It's not even rejection. It's like, okay, it's that person. They just simply know what they know. And it will take maybe someone that they first have some sort of connection to relationship. And if that person says, there's a lot of people that they pastor says, look, I've done this with this gentleman, and he has saved my financial life. I highly recommend it. They will sit down and talk with you, okay, with that introduction. Okay, if their parents, would have said, hey, look, come in. You need to sit down and talk to this man. He saved my financial life. You need to sit down with him. Okay, and of course, then there are people for whom the pastor be the last person. And their parents be the last person that they would, listen to. But obviously, we all know that there are people for whom their pastor and their parent are the only people that can give them a recommendation, sit down and talk with them. And so what do you do with those people? Well, you're an expert, you give them walk away. But don't think that you are going to be productive sitting there trying to convince them, because now you're not selling anymore. You're becoming a pest. All you want, because you want to get permission up front. Look. Well, let me ask you a question about that. Can you see the value of setting aside a portion of your income to guarantee you have an income for the rest of your life? Can you see the value of that? Can you see the value? Okay, so you do understand that pretty much if we live long, if we're blessed to live long enough, we're going to live on a fixed income because we'll be too old to work. Okay, well, can you see the value of increasing or doubling that income that will be guaranteed for the rest of your life? Can you see the value of it? Yeah. All right. If you can see the value in that, that's all I want to show you. Educate you on. Opportunity to educate you. I was in and out talking to your son from beginning to end. In 1 hour, I was in and out. Questions and everything, I was in and out in an hour. Which means basically it takes me about 30 minutes to sit down and show you some things. Show you some options that you can choose to exercise to give yourself these guarantees. Okay? All right? Other 30 minutes was actually the rest of the application process. Okay? Meaning, after being shown and being educated, he agreed, okay, yeah, this is something that he needs to do. I mean, he saw the need was the main thing. True enough, he saw the need, basically, from the beginning. Because he realizes, nothing's guaranteed in life. At least where it's not life. Life ain't guaranteed. So, I just ask you for those 30 minutes to educate you. Because I know just educate. I believe, now if it's not, then please, trust me. I don't want to, spend time. And that's the reason why I ask these questions. Because it may not be worth my time. It may not be worth my time or your time. It may not be. It may not be worth your time. And if I'm wasting your time, then I'm definitely wasting mine, right? If I'm wasting your time, I'm definitely wasting mine. You know, people say, look, sir, you wasting your time talking to me about this because I ain't gonna do nothing. Now, what kind of businessman would I be if I said, well, that's okay, let me show you anyway? Because what I'm saying now is you a lie. You know, because you just told me, you know, sir, you wasting your time showing this to me because I ain't gonna do nothing. Okay. And I ain't, and well, it wouldn't be a waste of my time if I showed it to you. You saw the value in it and you gave me 3 referrals. So let me ask, would you do that? If you see the value in it, would you be willing to give me 3 referrals, people that you wouldn't do it? But you would be willing to, you know, vouch for me when talking to them. Okay. Maybe that wouldn't be a waste of my time. And now you got the key questions out the way. Because it's all about asking questions. The person asking questions is winning the control. You got those questions out the way. And that's going to allow you to know, okay, good. You've now vouched the claim. You vetted the claim. You've qualified the claim as to whether that's going to be a waste of your time. Okay? You want to see if they have any interest in sitting down and talking with you. Well, one of the things that I teach people is you got to ask these questions. You got to vet people. Okay? That's what you got to do. All right. Peace. That's the lesson. Annuities. Get the class. 601-951-0628 or pstewart.wnp50 at primerica.com. Thank you. Bye-bye.